Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Investor Financing Podcast. Today we're going to talk about business acquisition financing. We're going to talk about how to acquire businesses and the key documents to get the ball rolling. This isn't the end-all, be-all list, but what it is enough information to quickly evaluate the deal. And many times people book calls with me and they're like, hey, I want to buy this business. I've been talking to the seller for a couple weeks now. And best thing that you can do for yourself is once you build that rapport is to get the tax returns. For SBA loans, we underwrite off the tax returns. So get the past 3 years of tax returns. So 2021, 2022, 2023, and then year-to-date the interims, and a balance sheet if they have, okay? That's what we need from the seller. From you, anticipated purchase price and terms, Form 413, which is an SBA personal financial statement. You can just Google Form 413. Resume, bio on yourself, talk about your, experience in the corporate world or entrepreneurship, something that would relate to being able to own and manage this type of business. And then your financials, 3 years of personal tax returns if you got a 2023 W-2 and a recent paycheck stub, along with your Form 413, which you mentioned. That's enough for us to initially analyze a deal and typically get you a term sheet. Now, this is not a loan commitment. It's a term sheet. That means we look for eligibility. We spread the financials because we don't go off of year to date. We average. We make sure the cash flow is there, that the cash flow from the existing business can support the new debt payment of the SBA 7A loan. We structure the deal. We make sure the numbers work. If not, we might come back and say, hey, can you get any seller carry? Because our debt service coverage ratio is less than 1.15. On a business acquisition, it's got to be greater than 1.15. And then from there, term sheet, and now that it's looks probable that you can get financing. From there, once you sign the term sheet, the banker then starts the process for a full loan commitment, which they would order a business valuation. If the deal is over $250,000, they're going to order a third-party business valuation. They're going to get more financials from you. You're going to sign a bunch of forms. Usually takes anywhere from 25 to 45 days to get a loan commitment, depending on the bank. They all vary, and they're pretty busy right now, most of them. Once you get the loan commitment, then it goes to the closer, and they work on the closing conditions. So generally, the process is anywhere from 50 to 60, 70 days, somewhere in there. If there's real estate involved and or you're not getting documents back fast enough, then the process can drag on. So it's usually about a 60-day process. With real estate, it could be a little bit longer. And some deals lag on for a lot longer because there's construction involved, there's real estate involved, and you need contractor bids, quotes, the insurances, all that stuff. So depending on the deal, if we're talking just straight business acquisition with no real estate, those deals can typically close in 60 days. I've seen them close in 30 days. We do a lot of franchise startups. We can close those with some banks within 3 weeks. But generally, you see about a 60-day turn time, and that could vary depending bank to bank. What I do is I act as a middleman. I help you get your package together, look for any weaknesses in the deal, put together a credit memo to get over to the probable lenders. I work with banks, credit unions, and non-bank SBA lenders. And generally, I don't charge you a fee. I'm paid a referral fee from the lending institution upon the deal closing successfully. So let's jump into the next slide here. Required documents. I think we covered that. From the seller, once again, it's extremely important to get the 3 years of tax returns because we underwrite off tax returns. If they don't have 2023, make sure you get the extension and get the year-to-date current balance sheet. If they've got it, would be helpful as well on top of the 3 years of tax returns. We talked about what we need from you. Form 413, that's a personal financial statement. It's an SBA form. You can Google that. Some banks actually have their own financial statement form, but generally that's what you're going to need. Anticipated purchase price and terms. Sometimes you're going to build in a seller carryback. Sometimes that 10% equity injection could be part of it, could be on standby. So all that would need to be spelled out. We can help you here kind of lay out what's feasible and what's not feasible as far as structuring your offer. Loan amounts over $500,000 that have a collateral shortfall. That would mean if you have additional collateral, they will look to put a second lien on a primary residence or rental property. That's for loans over $500,000. Loans under $500,000, they're not required to take additional collateral. Some banks try to, but usually we can get around that depending on the bank. But if it's a weak deal and we got to make the deal stronger, sometimes and the borrower is okay with it. But in general, you don't need to utilize any additional collateral if the deal is under $500,000. So keep that in mind. Typically, you need 10% equity injection plus around 10% post-close liquidity. So if you're a little bit light on liquidity, what can we do? Well, we can get seller financing. We could bring in an investor partner that owns less than 20%. Lots of things you can do. If you're looking to get financing for a business acquisition or any type of SBA loans, you can go to bookwithbo.com, schedule a call. We meet on Zoom, and we can quickly assess what you're looking to do, and I can provide feedback. Hope that helps, and I'll see you on the next episode.
If you're looking to acquire a business, stop scrolling on Biz Buy Sell and visit franchiseresellelistings.com. We'll do a customized search. You can get on our weekly distribution where we're sending new inventory weekly to your inbox. So visit franchiseresellelistings.com and opt in today. See you there.
Hey guys, Bo Eckstein here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.